Hello friends, welcome to this lecture. Today we will do a concept refresher lecture on the golden rules of accounting. I always maintain that the golden rules are the most important for any student or any professional in accounting. It is important because if you know your golden rules, you can pass journal entries in your mind, and once you can pass a journal entry in your mind, you can do all kinds of corrections to balance sheets, final accounts, trial balances. You can understand where things have gone wrong because you will be able to see the entries posted in the wrong place. So golden rules are extremely important. One has to be an absolute expert on golden rules. The previous lecture was on classification of accounts. So if you are not 100% clear on classification of accounts, you must first go and listen to that concept level refresher lecture, 10 minutes. So let's get into classification of accounts. There are three golden rules. We had also mentioned about three types of accounts, classification of accounts, three golden rules for each of the three types of accounts, right? Classification. So before getting into the specific golden rules, we talk about debit and credit. Okay, so if you are not an accounting professional, not a commerce professional, you may feel a little daunted by the words debit and credit, but it is nothing but plus and minus. So if you are a science or an engineering student and you understand plus and minus better, just replace the word debit with plus and the word credit with minus. So it really doesn't matter. Instead of debit credit, we could have called it anything else, but just that n number of years ago when the concept of accounting started, someone decided to call it debit and credit. So don't get worried. It's extremely simple. It is nothing but just a plus and a minus, right? So let's jump into this. So we have the first type of accounts which are personal. So personal means and for we start by talking about a real person, and you do know through the previous lecture that artificial persons are also categorized as personal accounts. So the same rule would apply even for an artificial person. So what we I'll give you an example. A gives money to B. Okay. Now when A gives money to B, who the first question you need to ask is whose books of accounts are we writing these transactions for? If we are writing all of these transactions in the books of A, okay, then you will replace this statement by saying I gave money to B. Okay, so that's the transaction. Now you apply the golden rules. So B is the receiver. So you have to very quickly try to understand who is the receiver. B is the receiver. A is not the giver in a true sense because we are not a third party, we are writing the books of accounts for A. So what did I give? I gave money. So I gave cash, right? Cash is a real account. Cash went out, right? So first try to understand what is happening in the transaction. Okay. In case of personal accounts, the person will either be a receiver or a giver. These are the only two scenarios possible. That for a person, he is either a receiver or a giver. Okay. So you need to understand, does the transaction impact a personal account and whether that person is a receiver or a giver. With respect to real accounts, the real account you have to analyze, again, it's only two scenarios which are possible, right? So either real account is coming into the business or it is going out of the business. So in the example, money was going out, cash is real account, right? Cash was going out because we gave cash to B, right? So cash was going out. You could buy a machine. The machine is a real account. So Machine is coming into the business, right? You are everything that you do is for the business or for a not for profit organization, whichever kind of entity we are talking about. So the real accounts are again in two categories. The, the, the transaction could affect in two ways, that is, right? Either it's coming in or it is going out, right? And the third is your nominal accounts, right? Nominal accounts are the easiest, right? You got to look at it from the point of view that for the business, is it creating a gain, a profit, or is it creating a loss or an expense, right? So first step is to analyze this question, right? The duality, the of the transaction, right? So you need to understand which accounts are impacted. Are they real accounts? Are they personal accounts? Are they nominal accounts? And within that, what is happening, right? Okay. So first get good clarity on this. Don't worry about what to debit and what to credit, in which scenario to debit and which scenario to credit. First, simply answer the question: who is the receiver? Who is the giver? Does this transaction at all have a receiver? So, or not? Is there anything which is coming in? Is there anything which is going out? Is there any gain that is happening? Is there any loss or expense that is happening? You answer these questions. Then you apply the golden rule. So, in case of a personal account, the golden rule is debit the receiver. The golden rule is debit the receiver and credit the giver. So the simple thing on golden rules is you need to remember one, because the other one is the opposite. So since this duality of accounting exists, you just need to know one and the other is the opposite. So personal accounts, debit the receiver, credit the giver. In case of real accounts, debit what comes in and credit what goes out. Debit what comes in and credit what goes out for real accounts. And the last is nominal, right? Debit all expenses and losses and credit all gains and incomes, right? Once again, debit all expenses and losses and credit all gains and income. So just these three golden rules, if you are able to be good at them, you will be able to find accounts and bookkeeping to be very, very easy. And listen to this lecture various times, sit with examples. This is a concept lecture, we will not talk examples. I will do separate lectures where we will take examples and you can understand with the help of examples. Concept level refresher once more, right? First thing, you understand the duality of the transactions, the particular example which has been told to you. Understand who is the receiver, who is the giver. Understand what is coming in, what is going out, and understand what is the expense or what is the income. And first ask that, first note that down. After that, classify it into the debit and the credit using the golden rules. Okay, very important. And like I said earlier, use plus and minus instead if you are not very comfortable with the concept of debit and credit. If you're a non-commerce student, just use plus minus. So you just use the same rules and say, add the receiver and subtract for the giver. Add for what comes in, subtract if it's going out. Add in case of expenses and losses, and minus in case of gains and losses, gains or income. So that's the golden rules. And with this we will end this lecture. This is going to be a series of lectures, and it's broken up into concept level lectures which are recorded and uploaded on YouTube. Then we have example lectures which I intend to record, and the third part is going to be doubt solving, where I have some live classrooms, and for those students who would have already gone through the live lecture, the recorded concept level lectures. So that's it for today. Listen to the lectures again. Thank you and have a nice day.